This is the Osmo Action 6 and it's a little bigger than the previous iterations, but for a very good reason. It has a new, bigger 1/1.inch sensor inside along with industry's first variable aperture of f2 to f4 on an action camera.
What does that mean?
Well, we have background blur now. It does way better in low light, and we get to shoot in open gate.
Open what now?
But this is all very surface level stuff. There's still a lot more that we need to talk about, so let's get into the real action. And yes, Michael, take out your pitchfork. This video is sponsored by DJI, but every year we always show you unaltered footage straight from the camera in a real world travel perspective, so you can be the judge yourself.
So judge this.
Can you feel it? Can you feel the love? It's coming through the walls and all the hearts are lighting up. Colors that bring you back to life, on and on. Watching the stars collide into the ceiling.
All right, enough with the hip montage. Let's see how it compares to the previous Osmo Action 5 Pro and the Osmo Action 4.
Low light.
Don't be afraid of the dark.
So let's start off with some real low light action. All right, turning on super night mode on these cameras, and oh, the Osmo Action 4 does not have super night mode. Now with the Osmo Action 6, we get to manually select f2 as our aperture to ensure that we get as much light in as possible. 4, 6, 5. While the footage from the Osmo Action 4 looks nice and black, we are seeing more details in the darker areas with the newer gen cameras that I think most people would appreciate. Now keep in mind, in extreme low light, the Osmo Action 4 is capped at only 4K 30 and it has a much lower ISO limit, whereas the Osmo Action 5 Pro and 6 can do 4K 60 in super night mode with a much higher ISO ceiling. It's very subtle, but we do see more details from the Osmo Action 6, especially in the asphalt here. It's a bit mushy on the Osmo Action 5 Pro, and this is with noise reduction tuned all the way down to -2 on all cameras, so we can actually see the raw performance. Don't get me wrong, the Osmo Action 5 Pro here does not look bad by any means, but we do have to point out the improvement of the bigger sensor and the wider f2 aperture on the new Osmo Action 6. Alright, sprinting test, 6, 5, 4. Even the stabilization in the dark is handled much better in the Osmo Action 6. It looks much more natural. Unlike my running here. God damn, I look like one of those flailing titans.
Variable aperture.
Now, if we're not shooting in low light, the Osmo Action 6 defaults into auto aperture mode and uses values between f2 to f4 to ensure we get that classic action camera look with everything in focus. Which is fine, you know, we're not in need of that shallow depth of field look like we would normally get from bigger sensor cameras like our Sony here. That would defeat the purpose of these action cameras. We want everything in focus. You could also manually select fix f2.8 if you really want to, or fix f4 for a more prominent starburst effect from light sources. But for the most part, we're gonna leave it at the default f2 to f4. It just works great for us.
Macro lens.
But if you want f2 in daytime scenarios, you can get it if you mount the macro lens, which will allow you to get closer to an object from 35cm to 11cm. Not gonna lie, it's kind of tough to gauge whether or not I'm in focus or not because of the small screen. Thankfully, if you have the camera linked up to your phone via the DJI Mimo app, you can see it better, or you can enable peaking to further help you out.
Ooh, look at that bokeh.
This macro lens is coming in clutch for these dark yakitori chicken skewer shots. Perfect camera for you mukbang creators.
FOV Boost Lens.
Another lens attachment is the FOV Boost Lens, which expands the view to 182 degrees, which apparently is best for cycling and skiing. We don't have a bicycle, nor are we near a climate with snow to ski right now, so the next best thing?
You're first.
I'm first. Rickshaw POV. The FOV Boost Lens widens our view from 11mm to 7mm. Yes, it's a little fisheye, but damn is it a unique perspective.
Okay, let's go.
And shoutouts to our puller Gucci for being so cool to wear this POV neck mount.
Okay, the pretty much free.
And hey, if you're a rickshaw puller yourself looking to document your work, I think Gucci here would agree that this would be the perfect camera.
3, 2.
Just get a head strap or chest strap mount for even better stability.
Do what I want when I want to, though.
Very good.
Film tones.
So when it comes to DJI products, standard color profile is usually good enough, but if you want a slightly better look, a lot of creators recommend shooting in 10-bit D-Log M to get better colors and exposure control. But with the new Osmo Action 6, there are new built-in film tones that give you more unique color variety to your footage, if you shoot in 16:9 under 100 frames per second. And you can adjust the intensity of each film tone. In my opinion, the new film tones, even at just 30%, provide a much better look over the default neutral and vibrant look. 100% may be a bit too much, but that'll be up to the user's preference.
It's always dark before the dawn. The colors of your heart painting the wall.
The only caveat is that they only work in portrait and landscape mode and at 4K 60p or under.
Stabilization.
Alright, so we got the Osmo Action 6 right here, Action 5, and Action 4, and I'm doing a walking test right now. Standard view with rock steady. Stabilization traditionally has always been good with DJI, and from what I gather from my walking and running shots here, the rock steady is on par with the previous Osmo Action cameras. Oh my god. Rock Steady Plus, Horizon Steady, Horizon Balance, along with 4K 120p all make their returns as well. But arguably, what's more exciting this year is...
OpenGate.
The good old new age question. Should I film horizontally or should I film vertically for TikTok? Well, thankfully, we no longer have to choose. DJI is letting us shoot with their customized square sensor, otherwise known as OpenGate in the video community. We have the guidelines here to help us frame so that we can fit our video dimensions properly in the edit. You no longer have to shoot twice in 2 different orientations or do that awkward zoom from the horizontal footage and lose quality. Now we say customized because we're not getting a full square footage, as you can see in the corners here, but it's still plenty enough to make the crop happen in either orientations. DJI is giving us OpenGate before Sony.
Oh boy. Size, battery, and magnetic mount.
While it is a little bigger compared to the previous Osmo Action cameras, it's actually not that much heavier. 148 grams versus 146 grams versus 145 grams, which is surprising. The huge plus side is that it still uses the same batteries as the previous Osmo Action 5 Pro. And it has 50 gigabytes of internal storage, so you can start filming without a micro SD card. Now, there is a change in the magnetic mount where it can now be attached into either directions.
OsmoAudio.
And of course, the Mic 3, the Mic 2, and the Mic Mini works with the Osmo Action 6 without a receiver, and you can connect up to 2 mics to it at the same time via their OsmoAudio ecosystem.
Price?
$379 for the standard combo, and $479 for the adventure combo. And Michael, feel free to lift your pitchfork up again because affiliate links are down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.